suppose my perspective is that following the Supreme Court ruling, indyref 2 is a reserved issue. It's not a matter for the Scottish Parliament. And whatever way you cut it, if Scotland has become independent, there's going to have to be a referendum. It's not going to come via a general election or begging letters to the United Nations. There's going to have to be a referendum, and the UK government has a veto on that. They don't have to say yes. So however you want to dress it up, the SNP has a very, very weak hand to play. Do you think, Douglas, that Humza's speech was more for internal consumption, to keep the troops happy, than it was really a sort of serious attempt at shifting the dial on independence?
I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that, Paul. It was clearly directed at his party. We know that he's not really popular. He kind of scraped home in the leadership campaign. I think this was his way of maybe reaching out to the more fringe elements, you know, the people who maybe might have voted for Ash Reagan. Not that there was very many of them, but I think it was very much a pitch. I think the Tories said it was, you know, throwing red meat to the, you know, to those who are becoming impatient within the kind of nationalist movement. It's interesting that he's kind of ditched, or he appears to have ditched, this settled will of the Scottish people. You know, he's talking about starting negotiations with the UK government, potentially with 35% of the vote, 30% of the vote. You know, the SNP like to talk about Scotland being dragged out the EU against their will, but, you know, it seems to me that Humza is willing to drag Scotland out the UK against the will of the Scottish people. It just, you know, sometimes with this, I kind of feel like Will Ferrell and Zoolander. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. We can't be in this constant state of flux. There was a referendum in 2014. There was a clear result. And you know, frankly, that should have been the end of it.